Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane, and I am doing Forza Horizon 4 videos. I love the Forza series. Horizon 4 is really going to be the first game that I get into in this series. I kind of skipped them all over. I dabbled a little bit in Horizon 3, but here I am. I bought this. Yes, I paid $100. I got the one that came out 2 days early. Note to game designers, game manufacturers, marketing. You can get me to buy a game. You can get me to pre-buy a game if you give it to me a couple days early. Here we go. This is the first car that I chose. Take a look around. All of these decals I did myself, and they are available on the for download in the game. Just look me up, Nerdicane. I've done one for Iron Sights, which is the first-hand comic book that just came out. On top, I'm going to redesign this one because I want the Alterna logo, the Alterna Comics logo, I want that to be on the back for the videos, so when I'm driving, people can see it. So this is right here. This is the quintessential Forza Horizon experience. This is me in a Lancia. This is a Stratos, 037 Stratos. This is 1982 037 Lancia Stratos, and I will get to a little bit more to this car in a little while because it is an amazing car. So this is basically me up in the mountains tracking down one of those influence signs, and I went through quite a bit to do it. And this is the essence of the Horizon games. Just driving around, exploring. You might find some cool stuff up here. You might find nothing, but the only thing you might find up here is a really cool view. So let's get to the 037 Stradale, the 1982 Lancia. This car was designed for the Group B rally, and if you don't know what Group B is, go check out Donut Media. They have a great video on Group B. Group B was like the no-holds-barred rally classification. It had very few limitations on weight, on engine, all that. So you wound up with the Group B being the most exciting. It was, oh my god, Group B was crazy dangerous, crazy exciting, and some amazing cars came out of that. And this is one of them. This production on this design started in this in 1980. It debuted in 82, and then in 83 it won the Group B Manufacturers Championship. I don't know if it won the World Championship, but it won the Manufacturers Championship. This car, this is very Italian. The Italians do things the way nobody else would do it. Just look at Ferrari, just look at Lamborghini, just look at Ducati. At the time, this car had a supercharged inline 4. It weighed about 2,100 pounds and made 265 horsepower. That doesn't sound like much, but when you put all of those things together, mid-engine, all those things, it's an amazing car. It's absolutely nuts. This car was actually sold as per the Group B regulations. You had to sell this car on the street, a version of this car, not exactly this car. This is what the street version was. The street version was amazing. Oh, this is the White Horse in England. This is a real thing. You can go visit this, and Mrs. Nerdicane and I are sort of planning a trip to England. I want to go to the north of England. I lived in the east of England for a while. I lived in East Anglia. I lived in Feltwell, of all places. You raise your hand if you know where Feltwell is. But I digress. And here's another. This is another. I'm getting back to the game. This is a really cool thing about the game is these challenges, and I sort of like the way they do this now. Where you face your opponent, and it's a really neat contrast. It's a really neat thing to see. Everything. Here's the start of this. Look at this. He's just smashing through the barriers. That's amazing. I'll get back to the Lancia in just a second. This game. Look at that view. That is amazing. Horizon 3 was great, but the thing that suffered in Horizon 3 was. It's Australia. It's a big, wide open country. So you wound up with a lot of big, wide open areas that just visually weren't that impressive. So now that they've gone back to Europe, specifically to England, I'm really excited for this because A, I'm half British, B, I lived in England for a little while, but C, you get a variation. You get such a quick variation in environment that you can do with a place like England. Here's me sliding. Yeah, I'm not a good drifter. Sorry. But you get things in England, and the visuals, and like everything about this game, the visuals screams, look at me. Immediately, the first difference you're going to see in this game between 3, if you played 3, Australia had big, long stretches of road where a high horsepower car, a high top speed car would do you very well. This being England, now this is an idealized England. The roads are much wider than they are in England, but you have to turn, and I'm a person who loves turning. I love getting a car to turn just right. So you have to do that. In the train chase, like I just did there, don't follow it into the tunnel. You can't follow it into the tunnel. So there's me doing a barrel roll. But every inch of this game screams, look at me, look at the detail, look at this view, look at that view, look how green and lush it is compared to how white and pristine this area is. Once again, in every Forza game, they've had the barn finds. I really love this one. I'm looking forward to driving this one. This is a car that I really like. This is an Escort RS. For this week, I chose the Lancia, and I've kind of stuck with it. For next week, I may pick another car. I've also dabbled in a GT Mustang, which I may turn into my drifting car. I need to do some tuning on that and just get used to driving the thing. But so the Lancia. Okay, I get to the street version. This is the racing version. The street version is not in this game. But think about this. In 1982, the street version, big jumps. That's always beautiful to see in a Forza game. In 1982, the street version of this car had a Kevlar reinforced fiberglass body. It weighed about 25. Actually, it weighed exactly 2,579 pounds. Once again, it had the straight 4. I don't know if it was turbocharged. Looking at these numbers, it might have been. Horsepower was 205. Torque was 226. I don't know how many were built in. I don't know how many of those were sold in America. God, I would love to drive one of those cars. But there were only 220 built that are on record. Like a lot of these cars that are low production run, they'll say, I can't think of, like, the Miura. The Miura says that there was only this many built, but every once in a while when you're dealing with the Italians, you'll get some rich guy, some super rich guy comes along and they just want them. They'll pay whatever. And a lot of times they'll build one for them. It'll be legit, it'll be real deal, but for some reason it's just not included in the production run, I guess because it's a special order. But Lancia was sold in America from 1975 to 1982. In 82, when Fiat pulled out, Lancia kind of pulled out because I think they're related in some way. But that was the street car. That's an amazing street car. I don't know. Yeah, once again, Lancia, just like Group B, was sort of too good for the world and too early and just too outrageous. So at the time, 1982, we were coming off the OPEC oil crisis, so it just didn't make sense for something like that. So this is going to be the last segment of the video. Okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to show you this. There is an influence board up there. I think it's 5,000 points. I spent a lot of time. You're going to see. I think we're going to hit it on the second jump that I edit in. But don't let that fool you. Don't think for a second that I got it on the second go. I'll show you in editing. So basically, I'll show you on the map too where it is coming out. Basically, go back here, past the barn, on the road. There's an opening in the fence that kind of leads you to where you want to go. There I go. I missed wide left. Here I go again. This one became my obsession for a while, and I didn't record all of the times. Oh god, there it is. Okay, that's how you do it. Hit the jump right about where I did it, and you want to be going about 70 to 75 miles per hour. That's how you do it. That's the location where it is. I'm going to edit together sort of a clip. There's me missing one right. Here I go. I think I'm going to get intimate with that tree. Doing this, you're going to get intimate with the tree. You're going to get intimate with the side of the building. You're going to get intimate with that chimney. You're definitely going to wind up upside down a few times. There you go. I completely missed wide right. I could not, if you told me to do that, I could not jump through that and miss everything. But yeah, eventually, and it felt so good finally hitting that jump. It was just amazing. There I go, bouncing off the chimney again. But yeah, I think that's all I got. In some of these other videos, let me know what you guys want. I'll probably talk news, racing news. I'll probably talk gaming news a little bit in these as well. I may buy a shooter. Black Ops put out a video that was very funny. It's marketing. It's basically like a nature video involving two helicopters mating. And I know it sounds really stupid when you say it, but if you go watch their video, it's actually very entertaining. It's very funny. That is how. That's how you get me to buy a product. Is you entertain. You have some fun with it. But yeah, we're almost done with this. In a lot of these other videos, I'll be doing some racing news and some gaming news in this. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this format. Let me know. Let me know if there's any cars you want me to buy. Even if you have like a silly, awful tune, send it to me. My gamer tag is Nerdicane. Just let me know if there's some awful tune or a really good tune that you have that you want me to try out. Once again, all of my tunes, all of my logos, and all of my custom work, all my tune for the cars, I think I share all of them. Horizon really isn't a game about tuning. It's more about the experience of multiplayer and the experience of exploration. So I probably won't have as many as I do. Look at this. Lancias are so great. Look how much grip this Lancia has. So I caught this and I was like, what in the hell? But yeah, there's a nice shot of the Alternative Comics logo. Alternative Comics, go check them out. Peter Smetti. Peter Smetti wants you buying his comic books. I won't get too much into comic books in this channel. I have plenty of other vids for that. But that's pretty much all I got. I'm Nerdicane. This is week 1. Looking forward to another week of this. Thanks for watching. Y'all go out, have a good day, and watch me hit the side of a building again. Bye.